can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice or make history. I got that dog in me, yeah, turn me up. Big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, yeah, ante up. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. Got that dog in me, yeah.
What is going on? What is going on, family? What is going on, YouTube? Grandbabies and future grandbabies, I hope you are having a fine and fabulous day. If you have the opportunity to join me today, I am sitting here wondering when the rainstorm is going to come. It says it's going to be 60% rather. But look at that sky. That sky looks pretty. But they swear by it. They say it's going to be a big old thunderstorm coming through. I took the day off today. I wasn't feeling too hot last night. But I'm starting to come out of it. You know what I'm saying? I was a little tired or whatever. But I was laying in my bed and I was sitting there thinking to myself, you know, on my last ride from Forsyth, Georgia, I was coming back. I noticed my tire pressure was super high, you know. My tire pressure normally stays around 46%, over 46 PSI rather, and 48, I think it is the recommended. But I noticed it was at like 56. And I was like, whoa, that's kind of high. And then, so I got home and I let the air out a little bit and, you know, kind of balanced it out. But I was like, that is pretty high there. So it got me thinking, what are the challenges of having overinflated tires, right? Because I never really studied that as a rookie rider or even a rookie driver. I know it's bad in a lot of instances, but I made a list and I did a little research and I found out it's pretty bad. Look at my guy, Casper, just chilling. You know what I'm saying? That is my guy. Yeah, he's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for that next run. You know what I mean? So I figured before I go to breakfast, I'd run down my list with you, rather. And I got several items here that I'd like to talk to you about. Let's talk about number one. As rookie riders, we have to really understand our machines and understand what comes out of those tailpipes and what courses through that engine, you know, the lifeblood of that vehicle. Part of that is oxygen. Just like your body needs oxygen, that vehicle needs oxygen. However, if you put too much oxygen in those tires, right, too much air, you get reduced traction and grip, right? Overinflated tires get stiff and lose flexibility. Now that's something I did not know. And I didn't even know this, right? Here's something I actually made a note of. Instead of spreading across the asphalt, only a small portion of rubber touches the road. Now, you know, I know that tires maintain their continuity by gripping the road. So keep in mind that putting too much air in your tire can really jack you up in that way. Also, it gives you a harsh and unstable ride. Now, on my ride, I did not realize there was anything wrong. I just noticed that the pressure was high, and that's something that you need to really be concerned with. You don't want to lose stability or have instability as you're riding, and most of all, you want to be in full control of your vehicle at all times. Also, keep in mind, your fatigue, you start to become a little bit more fatigued when your air pressure is high. One of the reasons why is because you're going to be fighting the bike more. You're going to be fighting to maintain control because of the instability and the bumping around and shaking that you do when you have overinflated tires. So in the same way you check for underinflated, you need to really be careful to check for overinflated. You know, you also need to keep in mind that when you're doing when you're checking your tires, that you could stretch the tires. They wear unevenly, you know what I mean? You might mess around and have cracks and tears in parts of the tire that normally wouldn't get them. So, you know, it doesn't stretch the same, so to speak. And your tires may wear on one side in the front and wear in the middle in the back. So be careful. Not to mention, you could have a blowout risk. Overinflated tires, you hit the wrong pothole, you get that little donut, we used to call it like a knot in a tire, you know, in your tire. Mess around, hit something that pops, and now you're out of control doing the death wobble on your bike, trying to fight for your life. So be careful about overinflating your tires. Check for that. And last but not least on my list I will tell you that your overinflated tires, the stress transfers to the rest of your machine, right? Your rims may crack, your bolts may, the vibration may loosen bolts, the shakiness. So just keep in mind that the tires themselves don't just get affected. It could be the machine as well. Listen, I just wanted to share my thoughts with you, share my experience. All you rookie riders out there, all you returning riders, I thank y'all for joining in. Thank y'all for tapping in with me and rocking. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go on these rides, man. We're gonna make sure we're gonna be safe, man. I'm just looking forward to November. I'm just trying to make sure everything's straight. I gotta make an appointment for an oil change. I thought I was gonna be good, but I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and change the oil anyway and get my bike inspected. You know, I was gonna rock with what I had, but I feel like I ride too much and I won't have, I want to make sure I have fresh oil on the road, and I'm told that's something that needs to be done anyway. Maybe I'll talk about that after I do some research. So, but anyway, just make sure you check your tires, make sure you check the wearness and how it's wearing, and just keep in mind that overinflating your tires is just as important as underinflating your tires. So just keep a check on that. Listen, you know what it is. If you got yourself a motorcycle in your garage collecting dust, pull it out, dust it off, gas it up, and go enjoy the ride.
I got that dog in me, yeah. Turn me up. Big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog.